Hey guys, it's Sarah Ayler here with www.softflexcompany.com. I cannot believe this is episode 8 of my 8-part series that I started back in October for holiday crafts and ornaments. Today we're going to be making a beautiful little candy cane ornament. We're going to revisit all the ornaments we've made over the last couple months. And I'm just looking forward to getting started. So I'm just going to flip the camera down and we're going to get moving. Let's see, get myself situated here. There we go. So I pulled out some of the ornaments that we've made in the past. This is what we're going to be making today. So it's a sweet little candy cane. I'm going to show you how you can put it on a package as a package decoration. But first, I wanted to revisit some of the ornaments that we've done over this 8-part series. I really enjoyed doing this 8-part series. I think I'll do more YouTube series. Since I'm mostly on Facebook Live for Softflex Company, it's been a real joy to be here. Hey Thomas, it's been a real joy to be here on YouTube and see what it's like and spend time with some of the YouTubers here that don't make it to Facebook. And to have my video shot in landscape instead of portrait. This was the very first episode of Holiday Crafts and Ornaments. I made a bat pendant, but if you use different colored beads and if you just slightly change up the wing, you can also make it into a beautiful angel pendant or ornament. That's super fun. This is a Jesse James boho bead and then just a big crystal. Hey Suzanne, glad you're here. Thanks for joining us. So this was episode 1. We have a playlist of all the episodes of Holiday Crafts and Ornaments. So over the holidays, if you missed some of these episodes, you can sit and just go gangbusters. The next one after that, I think it was the star. It was either the star or the Thanksgiving pine cone. I can't remember which. Wouldn't this be pretty on a napkin ring holder for Christmas? If you were to take off this pine cone and do a red ribbon and then do one of these fun craft wire stars that I made, that would be super cute. I was also thinking how cute the candy cane would be if you were to take off this sky and add the candy cane as your design. That would be so super cute if you're having a big holiday party. So we did this one for Thanksgiving. It's kind of a pine cone shape. You can also make it into a leaf depending on the colors you use. And we showed a few different variations, mostly all using 18 gauge. I know the candy cane would be really sweet. It's like the perfect size, right? It would be really cute. Okay, so that was episode 2, and I think episode 3 was the stars. And then episode 4, I'm using my memory here, I think was this cute little adorable snowman. I love him. He's so cute. We looked at 4 different trees, and I made this one using the WigJig. So, and there were a bunch of different ways you could decorate it, whether you wrapped around the outside or from loop to loop or back and forth through the whole thing. Lots of different decoration ideas. And then of course, who could forget the beaded icicle craze that started a couple weeks ago using the Jesse James beads. Yeah, Suzanne, you should look back and watch that one. That's a good one. I like the star a lot, and it actually didn't get a ton of views, which I was surprised about because I think it's super cute. Yeah, so this was a very popular one for sure. And if you're in our VIB group on Facebook or the Jesse James Bead Secret Stash group, you will see lots and lots of people making lots and lots of these icicles in lots of colors. I made it in another colorway as well. This is the one I kept because I had to break that apart to do my last week's icicle frenzy. Totally an icicle frenzy. Last week I used the same beads from the icicle. It was our Snow Queen bead strand that sold out to make this holiday wreath. And the only thing I would change about this is I would add just a little blue ribbon at the top. And what's nice too with the blue and the white is this could really be an ornament for Hanukkah or for Christmas. It could really lend itself to go kind of either way, which is handy. So today, our very last episode, we are going to make candy canes on the WigJig. So I've got my stuff all set up here. Let me pull this down. This is our website. If you ever need some Softflex craft wire or any of the tools and supplies that I'm using today, I highly suggest you go to our website. And right now, till the end of the year, the 29th, I believe, we're doing 15% off orders of $59 or more, 20% off orders of $79 or more, or 20% off orders of $79 or more, or 25% off orders of $99 or more. And of course, we do free shipping on all orders over $50 in the USA, and we do that all the time. So I'm going to sit to make this, and I don't have really great visibility today, so you guys will have to, wonder if I can bring this down just a little, and maybe switch how this is oriented. There we go. Now I can see better. Yay me. I want to be able to see what you guys are saying. Okay, so here we go. We've got our WigJig Olympus light. There's 2 jigs on our website, and I set it up for each one so that we could kind of get a size comparison today. Yeah, that's a lot closer. And this way I'm higher up so I can see what you guys are saying. So we've got the Olympus light, which is bigger peg holes that are further apart. So it's gonna make a bigger item. And you could make this ornament even bigger than what I am creating today. I was thinking about packages when I made it. And so it's a little bit on the small side for that reason. But you can make it even smaller. The Delphi has smaller peg holes that are closer together in the same pattern as the Olympus light. So any pattern you do on the Olympus light, you can do on the Delphi. And I wanted to show you the full pattern that I'm going to do is more than 10 pegs, which is what comes with the jig. So here's what it looks like with just the 10 pegs. And then I'm actually gonna move pegs down and then back up as I make it. But I wanted to show you if you have extra pegs or you purchase extra pegs on the website, it does make it a lot easier when you're doing a more complicated project like this. If you just have all your pegs ready to go. And then here is a nice size comparison of these 2 projects. This is done on the Olympus light. This is done on the Delphi, both using our 18 gauge craft wire. You could totally use a thinner gauge wire if you wanted to, but with ornaments, you do want it to be rather sturdy. So having the 18 gauge can be kind of handy. I'm gonna make it in red again because red's really easy to see on video, and I think that'll be helpful, but you can also make it in green or silver or gold, whatever color you choose. We have lots of colors in our Softflex craft wire to use. Softflex craft wire is a copper wire at its base. It is sometimes silver plated as well, and then it has a color enamel coating that is hypoallergenic, non-tarnishing, and will always stay that beautiful bright color as long as it doesn't get scratched. And as long as you're using it delicately, you shouldn't have any problems with that coating ever coming off. Comes in lots of colors and lots of gauges. I've been using a lot of 18 gauge for the ornaments, but we go all the way up to 28 gauge, which is our thinnest wire. And that can be for embellishment, sewing, crocheting, things where you're doing really delicate work, knitting, things of that sort. Okay, so I'm going to just pull a little wire off of here. I'm gonna get rid of my Delphi so it's out of the way. And pull a little wire off of my spool. Oh, I think I grabbed the wrong end. Hold on. I've used so much of this wire on all these projects. I'm getting to the end of it. Okay, so you unspool the wire. When you unspool it, as you can see, it's gonna have some bumps and kinks and things in it. So just grab your nylon jaw pliers and pull that wire nice and clean. And that'll start the work hardening process, but it'll also make sure it's just nice and smooth and bump free. And then to get started, I am going to take my round nose plier and I'm just gonna go right to about the center of it and go ahead and, we do have a pair of pliers, they're fine step jaw pliers, I think is what they're called, that match the pegs just perfectly on the jig, and it has a spot for the Olympus and a spot for the Delphi. So those are really handy to have. And I'm going to go ahead and just set this on here. Now this is a trickier pattern because the pegs are so close together and I'm using such a thick gauge of wire. But I'm going to still kind of spin the jig and just guide the wire in between the pegs. So I'm going back and forth around these pegs. Oops. And if it slips out, just move it back. Like I said, this is going to be a trickier one because all the pegs are so close. And one thing I like to do is just kind of push it down. Make sure it's on there nice and tight because it wants to kind of curl up and off. And I don't want it to do that because I am making a candy cane. Try to straighten it out as best as you can. And then when you get down to here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start moving pegs. So we're going to go around and add a peg. And add a peg till you get to your desired length. And then I'm gonna come back up. So to give you a closer look at that, I'm going back and forth around those pegs. And then you can see it just kept the shape over here. So I can put my pegs back in when I go back up to the top again. So now I'm gonna wrap in the opposite direction. Just gently turning the jig and guiding the wire. And then when I get up to the top, I'm just gonna slide out my bottom peg and put it back in place. And then my next peg. So what are you guys doing today to prepare for your holiday? I did so much yesterday. I baked cookies for my work holiday party at Softlex. We're having a holiday party this afternoon. We're doing a cookie exchange. Yesterday I did all of my Christmas cards, which was like a ridiculous amount of Christmas cards. So I'm glad they're done and I can get them in the mailbox. And then today I've got Evelyn's holiday party right after this at school. Oh, Kristen's making lemon bars. Those are so perfect. I have lemons out on the tree too that I need to start using. Very tasty. And yes, I'm going to Evelyn's party. And this is the point where I like to push all of this down and just make sure it's all really good shape. So you can kind of see my pattern a little better here. And then yeah, I'm gonna do Evelyn's party this morning, and then I'm gonna rush over to Sonoma for the Softlex party, which will be nice and relaxing. So I'm excited for that. And then I've got kind of two pieces here, and all I'm gonna do is just kind of hold my pieces together and take this loose end and just wrap it around. Into just a gentle little wrap. I'm gonna go ahead and trim. And then I'm gonna come in with my nylon jaw pliers and just kind of squeeze that together. And I can go around and just do a little squeeze. I'll probably still do a wire whacker on this, even though it's kind of doubled up, just to give it a little extra work hardening. So this is a wire whacker. It's a nylon slab, and it will do two things. It will sort of flatten, gently flatten. It's not going to it's not going to tuck the wire on top over the top on the wire on bottom, but it will make them sort of fall together a little bit better. And then the second thing that it does that's really great is it does some work hardening. So I'm gonna take this top one. It comes with two of these slabs. You put your item on one. You can do multiple things at once if you want. And you're just gonna smack it down a few times, flip it over. And that'll just kind of help it to remain in that fun candy cane shape that you created. So what's really fun about this is I was thinking how cute it would be for packaging on a Christmas present. So I was gonna show you that. And I just made a little topper here for it that's just like basically eye pins on both sides with a bead in the center. So I'll make another one of those so you can see it. But I was thinking I have this package, and I was thinking how cute would this be with like a bow running across it, and then you just attach your little candy cane. That could be super cute. I was gonna put one on, I have these cute little red bags, and then I had a white card that I attached to the top, and then I could put the candy cane on top, which is also super cute. So it just adds like a little bit of extra zhuzh to your gift. And you can do this with any of the ornaments. Like I was saying, I thought the star would look super cute too for attaching to a package, and just giving it a little bit of extra pop. It looks like I made, oh yeah, it is the same size. Just a little different. Okay, so what I wanted to do is the topper real fast. I have a couple beads here I can use. Let me see if there's one that's maybe a little smaller. Here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna get my same red craft wire. So I've been doing the loops for an actual ornament. You can see those on lots of my other projects. Instead, today I'm gonna do an attachment like I would if I was gonna put it on a package. There's two options with this attachment. You can do an open loop, which is what I'm gonna show you, or you can wire wrap it around, which if it's attaching to a bow, that might be your best bet for it to stay attached to the bow. So I get my round nose pliers, and I am going to just make a simple loop. I'm going to come in with my chain nose to kind of make it straight, and my nylon jaw pliers just to make sure it's all together okay. So it's like an eye pin, and then I'm just going to trim off on the other side, string my bead. So I've got my loop that I can attach now to my candy cane. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm just going to start with the chain nose this time. to kind of move that a little bit to the side. And then take my round nose and finish off my connector. Snip it. You want to be very careful when you're using your chain nose with the colored copper wire that you aren't scraping off the color. So be really gentle as you're doing it. And then you can just kind of open this up and attach it onto your candy cane. And like I said, if you're doing a ribbon, you don't want it to slide out. So make sure that you're probably going to want to wire wrap that top at the very least so that the ribbon won't come out and it doesn't fall off your package. So yeah, so here is the Delphi version. So you can see the 2 sizes. I did one other project in 2 sizes and I never got around to showing it to you guys. So I'm gonna grab that real fast. The stars, I did the star ornament you can find in the Holiday Crafts and Ornaments series. I did the star in a smaller size on the Delphi. And you can totally turn some of these things into jewelry if you want to from an ornament by just downsizing it. Or you can turn it into a pendant as well. And that you may want to downsize it for that too. I was thinking how cute this would be for 4th of July to make a ton of these in silver and blue and red and attach them to a necklace, and it would be really, really cute. Super duper cute for 4th of July. Yeah, so I have enjoyed this immensely, you guys. I so appreciate those of you that have been here hanging out with me week after week as I have been figuring out this whole holiday crafts thing. And those that, even come and watch later, I appreciate your time and being here, and I just want to wish all of you guys such a Merry Christmas. This is my last video of the year. I think I'm come back on the 1st on Facebook with our next design kit, the Snow Queen design kit. We have a new kit for sale that day. And I'm just going to be enjoying some time with my family over the next week and a half, and eating lots of Christmas food and opening presents and wrapping presents and going to see Frozen 2 and, doing all those fun things that I haven't gotten to do because I've been so busy working and just trying to keep up over the last few weeks. So looking forward, can't wait to be back in the new year and spend some more time with you guys. Kristen says it's been fun to see all the new creations. Oh, thanks, Kristen, for being here, and Merry Christmas to you and everybody out there. I so appreciate all of you guys for watching our videos. Happy holidays, Suzanne. I hope you guys really enjoy your wonderful holiday season. So with that, I will say adieu. This is my last episode out of my 8-part series, and I will definitely be doing more series on YouTube as time goes on because I really enjoyed it. So look out for me in the future here. I may be starting a Valentine series. Who knows? All right, bye guys.